Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian. Today I'm talking Love Island USA. This is season 7, episode 10. This is the June 13th episode, Friday the 13th here. All right. That was a pretty another okay episode. I enjoyed it. I think obviously you're not going to top the end of last night's episode. I thought last night's episode was very good, but I think a lot of stuff of noteworthy stuff happened. We had we're seeing the beginning of the end of the Jeremiah and Huda relationship, and it's making me laugh. It was making me laugh just how ridiculous both of them are, honestly. But we'll get to that. We have a public voting, so if I get this episode out in time where you're watching this before 12:30 a.m. Eastern time, make sure you vote. I just did my vote just before we started, just in case I am somehow distracted, but I did vote here if this thing starts to do it. But I did vote. I ended up voting for the premise of the vote was you need to vote for the new bombshells that come in. Who do you want them to couple up with? Just for anarchy purposes, I picked Iris for Jeremiah, or Jeremiah for Iris. I chose Olandria for Jalen because you know what? I know people that like, oh, these bombshells aren't bombing, but I kind of like Jalen. I think he appears from what I'm looking. I didn't look up any socials. I didn't look up any stuff. He seems like a nice dude. Seems very family oriented. I think that could be a good match for Landry. We'll see how it plays out. I think he's better than Taylor for the time being. And then I chose Hannah for Pepe. I know people were I saw online that maybe Sierra, but I just kind of think that I don't know. I mean, they had like a pretty steamy makeout session in the speakeasy that they never for some reason never go into in the villa. I don't know why. It seems pretty cool in there. Got a nice little straddle makeout session. Charlie trying to make guacamole, and he's getting interrupted here, but you probably should have let him go in there so then he can watch them because now they're completely alone and making out. So that probably took him back like a couple of eggs. So Charlie's seat is getting pretty hot, I would say. So besides the voting, do that. I think that the yeah, just man, we're gonna talk about Huda and Jeremiah, but man, what a disaster they are. They are a disaster. So right off rip, we pick up right where the episode ended yesterday, where they're getting taken down from their stations of the cross, bondage area, crosses, and the girls go all talk together, and the guys go all talk together. Huda tells Iris that her and Jeremiah are like basically almost closed off. They are not interested in getting to know anybody else, and it's just like you are cringe. You are the highest degree of cringe. And look, Jeremiah has done his fair share of being like a little, um, like sassy little bitch boy, but like Huda's doing way too much. She's doing way too much. Like this is episode 10. You know this guy for a week, and you're acting like this is alarming. It's very alarming. So one of the reasons why I like the Hannah and Pepe before they even kissed, apparently they went to the same college. I mean, those connection points for getting to know somebody, like when you're first initially meeting somebody, those kind of things are like I want to say that not like comfort, but like you can if you're talking to somebody like, hey, I know we have a similar background. You have now have this whole like display. If they both went, I think they said they both. He said he went there, so I don't know if she was like remote. I don't know with the COVID stuff. I mean, college was way pre-COVID for me, but you now have things that you can talk about. You can have like you can go into those conversations when like things may be at a lull and you want to keep going. Like how much stuff can you talk about with people you know from college? Like yeah, endless. So I thought that was like a pretty good check for them to see that maybe like it's not like something that you can build a foundation on, but it's like a nice starting point where they can have conversations. Um, and then Hannah had a really great confessional where she's like, I'm fucked because she is definitely liking Pepe, and it shows near the end of the episode. Oh man! So Huda wants Jeremiah to do more, and I just because she's seeing all these Ace like create a date that he's doing with some form of yoga or things like that with Ace or with Nick, what's his face, Nick and stuff like that. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, again, these aren't things that you're not in a relationship. Like, this is conversations you can have later in the bit. Like, it's too early to be having these conversations, in my opinion. especially on Love Island. This is not other shows where I think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy talk. Let me know if you disagree. I just think it's ludicrous. She also asked the really what took another thing that just took it over the edge. So they're all in bed and they're doing their night vision stuff. And who is asking Jeremiah, would you share location with me? Like you don't even have your real phone. What are we talking about here? This is crazy. And he's like, I don't know how I feel about that. She's like, I have trust issues. I'm just like, oh my god, man, this relationship is gonna, if they are still coupled up and they make it to, they need to start casting more like tomorrow if this is the case, because she's gonna crash and burn and we need to see it. If they're gonna make it that far, they need to put Casa more tomorrow or Sunday, please. For the love of God, we need to see these people just completely flare out before they start to hate each other. Because Jeremiah definitely already starts to hate her. Like he is sick of this girl, like completely. Ace also has an awful weird comment in the morning where I think he's talking to Nick and they're talking about love triangles and he's like, how do you feel about being in a love triangle with Austin? And he's like, she knows where home is. I'm just like, ugh. And I feel like I could have been a lot harder on Ace over the last couple episodes. Than like I know the public does not like him, but I just kind of feel like without him right now, I'm giving this sliver of doubt because I think without him, like the last few episodes would like where would the show be when there's not bombshells in here? I just think like as corny as his dates are, he's trying it. Clearly, it's making Huda will love it when if they end up getting together and the Jeremiah thing. If Ace and Huda get together, he's gonna love all. She's gonna love all the dates, the bullshit dates. She like wants her man. She also says she wants like her man to be obsessed with her. I'm just like, oh my god, man, it's day 10, if that. Just absolutely bonkers. So some other things this morning. In the morning, Nick brings breakfast for Iris along with Sierra. I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? Can't wait today. These dudes, they're just digging, digging their own graves. But I mean, like if Jeremiah did that, not that he would, but if he did that, I think Huda would literally her head would explode. Her head would literally explode. So another thing that Iris mentions is like she talks to Jeremiah, like, let's have a conversation. She says that the night before they want to talk the next day. But Huda gave Jeremiah hickey, and Iris is like, yo, this is like high schoolish crap. Like she's like, I have the ick for like Jeremiah just because of this. Like she's like, it seems very high schoolish. So I still voted for them just for the anarchy, but I don't know. He doesn't really seem like he's trying. Like you never see Jeremiah talking to anybody else. He's only ever talking to the dudes, or he's talking to Huda. He's not talking to anybody else. It's like it can, that will be his downfall if they do break up, and he needs to like make a move because you need to have like I don't even see like friendship vibes with anybody else. It's crazy. So he sets up another date with Shelly. It's like a yoga date hosted by Nick. Yeah, I mean, Ace is gonna ace. That's really what it is. Jeremiah. So just going back to the breakfast thing. Jeremiah makes pancakes for Hoda. It's undercooked. She throws him out. He's sitting eating his meal. She goes up to him and is like, "Hey, by the way, I had to throw those pancakes out. They were undercooked, and I was making breakfast, and you didn't help me. So Taylor helped me, and no grown man should ever make my breakfast if you're around or something like that." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And then she's like, "Oh, you need to eat all your food because you're a man." Just these conversations, they are having these like they need to know this isn't going to work. If these are the conversations they're having day 10 and they're not even together in like almost like a perfect scenario where like you don't have work, you don't have other like other like normal life things you got to deal with at home. It's crazy. I cannot believe like you can tell on his face he's over it, and I would be over it too. It's just way too much for the timeline and the show they're on. It's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So Taylor sets up a date with Elandria, hosted by Austin for some yoga. Again, the people running these dates, it's crazy to me. It's funny. Uh, Elandria's like, is it possible that Taylor's doing all this stuff because he knows that now that Jalen's in the villa, like he needs to be like a little more like offensive and things like that, and like be on the like I need to like show her that I'm like kind of interested in stuff like that. And I just think she could do better than Taylor. And I know that a lot of people are like, "Oh, Jalen's not it. He's not that good looking." But I mean, I said it at the top. He seems like a nice dude, and maybe that's what she like needs for right now. And I just think it would be I think it'd be good for her. So I'd like to see how that goes. That's why I voted for the way I voted there. And then the episode really ends with Hannah and the make out with Pepe and the speakeasy. And I mean, that might have been like probably one of the steamier, like non-challenge things this season for sure. And I'm trying to remember last season. I know like there's some like makeouts and stuff that I'm sure people will claim like the hottest thing ever, but none of it's really coming to my memory. But for the season for sure, that was definitely the a movie night. Now if they're around for a movie night, that'll happen. We'll see. But I don't think I'm missing anything else. I mean, it's just crazy. Just Huda. It's just I'm probably missing some more crazy stuff about Huda. Like uh, I can't even remember. It's just like I'm just laughing at her the entire time. But drop it in the comments below. I did watch the episode, obviously, and we can talk about it. And yeah, I'm not gonna put a full pass on Jeremiah. I think he said some stuff that's just kind of like they both like are willing like they want to like. She also said something like, "Oh, like see when I listen to you, I want to make things better, and you just want to fight." I'm just like, yeah, I guess I see where she's coming from there, but again, it's just like these are conversations that you shouldn't be having in Love Island on day 10. It's just that's just my bottom line on it. But yeah, they just need to break it off. But either do it right now and it's over, or a blow up, or we need to wait for Cosmo more because then we need to see the blow up. We need it. The fans need it because everyone's sick of her. We need to see what we deserve to see, and that is the crash out. We need to see it. But appreciate everyone for watching. Newest episode UK review will come out right after this one, probably Saturday morning. And then we'll be back on Sunday for this and UK. So should be good stuff. Interested to see both episodes. I thought would end on a good part. So if you haven't watched UK yet, it just came out on Hulu, so it's going to be like a couple episodes behind. But at least now you have like a daily episode coming in where you can catch up on stuff and kind of be involved. If you want to check some of our, just be a little bit behind on our videos for it. But yes, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And if you're a dad out there, happy Father's Day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.